Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make Palak Paneer, and the paneer is under process, and how to make paneer is there uploaded on another video. And meanwhile, paneer is getting ready. We'll start with chopping the onions and heating the pot. And paneer and Palak, as you know, in Germany just get everything all frozen, so there is no need for boiling it, making a puree out of it. It's very easy. So let's start. I mentioned earlier that I'm using frozen spinach, but in Germany you get fresh spinach. I'm the one using because to save time and energy. It's very easy. I do not need to boil it and make things prepared and make the puree. I can do everything in one pot, and there's not much of cutting needed for that. So my oil seems to be hot. We need some cumin seeds. Cumin for German it's Kümmel ganz that we need. It looks quite hot. And since we are making for our neighbor, we won't be using any red chilies. But at this time you can use dry red chilies. I won't be using it. I'll directly put some onions. So now I'm gonna add some ginger garlic paste. This I have made the paste and kept already. I usually prefer doing it myself and not buying it from the Indian store or from any Asian store or from the supermarket. It requires very less time, and once done it's like a once in a month job, so you do not have to do it all the time. If you see, I am not measuring how much salt. It's up to individual how much you need. So put the salt so that it gets cooked quickly. And for garlic paste, I used 2 teaspoons of garlic paste, not much. And now it looks a bit brown, so I'm gonna use all the tomatoes. I'm using the cocktail tomatoes here, the small ones. The reason is that it gets cooked quickly and it has a better taste. And the important thing is that I do not have to cut it. So now I'm adding some haldi, which is also called kurkuma in Germany, and very basic I'm using very less amount of chili powder. As I told you, it's for my neighbor, just a pinch of it. And what else? Coriander is a good option. So a bit of coriander. Good. What next? Garam masala. Let's use garam masala. So now mix some oil, and then we're gonna add some hot water if possible and let it cook or simmer for next 10 to 15 minutes. At this time, if you want, we can also use palak right away. If you want very green palak, green looking, fresh, then add it in the end. If you want to make it in a traditional way, then use it before and then cook it with the onion and tomato. In this way, the palak will be, or spinach would be more in the way of dark brown or dark green color. So it depends how you like your spinach, so you may cook the way you want. So yeah, and I used around 450 gram of spinach or palak and 4 big onions, and if I say it's 250 grams or 300 approximately tomatoes, and we're gonna let it cook all together. And yes, now we have to do nothing but to wait and watch. They have been cooking for like 15-20 minutes already, and now is the time for using this. Indians, they know what it is. This is basically the manual way of grinding your gravy. So we're gonna, in Hindi we say gotna, and it's a very interesting process. So this is the manual way of pressing it and cooking it. So looks like this now, paste. And now we're gonna add that water from the paneer. So now I'm adding this water from paneer. Paneer is, so you're gonna see how it's paneer done. It looks until now stiff. After cooking, we left the paneer in the fridge for about 2 hours or less than 2 hours basically. So this is our homemade paneer looks like. So, and this we're gonna add to our gravy. If you want, you can also in some oil or butter you can fry it so that it becomes this crunchiness and the brown texture. I like to use it this way directly. This is the second one, and if you want we can show you the gravy. It's already done. Come this way, Peter. And we already added some to our gravy. We forgot to show it to you. Sorry for that. This is how it's added. And then we're gonna cook it with the gravy for next 10 minutes. And it's done. At the end, we need to add some cream. So now we will add some cream. Now we are serving. Plating basically. It looks very creamy and nice. And also it's our time for dinner. As promised, we are going to our neighbor and serve it to her and see how she reacts and what she has to say about this food. Almost done. On our, what we need to add to it is some cream. Sorry, I'm not so perfect in adding the decorating part, but I'll try my best. And yes, some coriander at the end. This is like a very typical thing to add. It's like oregano to pizzas. So this is now, food is ready, and I hope you guys like it and have a nice day. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye. So Yani,
Lecker.
lecker.
Ja, total gut.
Und Archana, wie findest du das?
Ich habe nicht probiert. I didn't try it.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Yeah. Really. Good.
So our food was a success.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.